Active Investor here, bringing you another independent analysis. This time we're taking another look at ticker symbol MNKD. That is MannKind Corporation. The chart we have here today is a 1 hour chart. Each candlestick on the chart representing 1 hour of trading. First thing I want to mention is the pivot points that we have here on the chart. Those white lines, the ones we're going to be looking at is 55 cents. That's this one right here. And the one on top of that is going to be 68 cents, more specifically 68 and a half. So there we go, 68 and a half and 55 cents. Those are the pivot points for MannKind. And MannKind is a stock that really has been all over the place recently, more so downwards, unfortunately, but we do know, at least the longs do know this, and the shorts do know this as well, but the longs are more happy about this fact. MannKind definitely has potential to run, as we've seen it last year when it ran all the way from about 60 cents to a little over $2 in the course of a few weeks. Most of those gains being in about 2 weeks when it doubled and then some. So MannKind definitely has potential, but the movement right now has just been not so ideal. However, the last 2 days, it's up over 50% total. I believe yesterday it was up about 25%, and today it is up 33% at the close. So MannKind's definitely had a good 2 days there. And given the fact, biotech sector in general has been up big time, especially yesterday, but a lot of that is MannKind itself making a nice little push back up. However, we are at an area of immense resistance at 68.5 cents there. You can see all along here, it was acting as support. Support, 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 support. Very much support for quite a long time there. Thing is, in technical analysis, as we know, support tends to act as resistance and resistance tends to act as support when the roles reverse, and vice versa. So once that support broke, it became resistance over here and resistance over here when it tried to push back up. And now once again, it's acting as resistance, though we didn't quite get that high. People wanted to sell before it got denied the resistance, so that's why we didn't push all the way up there, but still pretty much getting denied at 68.5 cents. In other words, 68.5 cents is going to be the place where I'll be setting alerts for a breakout, because once we do break 68.5 cents, when the buyers continue to buy there and the sellers continue to not be bearish there and are actually willing to hold, when we don't have all that massive selling pressure bringing our share price down to 68.5 cents, the bids stack, we break out, and that's when we see this thing start to run. So definitely keep an eye out at that 68.5 cent level. Now the bottom area here, the 55 cents, is going to be really good support. It is hard support. And right now we're right in the middle of that channel, so we could go either direction, either to the upside to 68.5 or to the downside to 55.5. Although judging from the last 2 days and how bullish biotech is, it seems a little more inclined to go to 68.5 cents. But the RSI can tell us a different story. Let's take a look at the RSI. So oversold point over here. Next oversold point over here. And before that, we had an oversold point over here. So we have 3 consecutively higher oversold points. That means that this is very bullish. It's not just increasing over manipulation or anything like that. It is actually making steady gains, steady progress. So I think there's a pretty decent chance that we do push that 68.5 cent area. And I will be watching that for a breakout. So once again, I have my alert set here. I would advise you guys to have an alert set somewhere around there as well, or multiple alerts on the way up, just to be safe that you don't miss it. And yeah, hopefully MannKind makes a nice bullish push there and doesn't form a triple top or anything like that. You could call it a double top because it did test it here, and then it would be testing it here. But, it did actually try to break out here as well before it sold off. So it could be a triple top or a double top. Really, that's going to be up to your technical analysis specifically. But either way, it could be a bearish reversal sign if it doesn't have a lot of buying pressure there, a lot of bullish pressure there. So we'll really see how it plays out. But I'm more inclined to say that we're going to come up and test 68.5 cents very soon. I hope that's the case. If you guys enjoyed this, please like, please subscribe, and please stay tuned for more content. And you're welcome to join us at activeinvestors.net if you'd like to chat in real time. Have a good one.